Barcelona fans, the January transfer window is just around the corner. And while the Blaugrana are unlikely to splash the cash, there are some crucial moves they must make to keep the club on track. From finding a new home for Ansu Fati to rewarding Rafinha, there's plenty to discuss. Stick around and let's break down the 6 key moves Barcelona should focus on this January. And hey, if you love Barca updates and want to stay ahead of all the latest news, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive in. Now, let's talk about the financial reality hitting Barcelona. Joan Laporta confidently declared the club was back on the road to normality after years of pulling economic levers just to keep the lights on. But here we are heading into January 2025, and Barcelona's financial struggles are still glaring. The summer saw just one marquee signing, Dani Olmo, who arrived from RB Leipzig for 60 million. Yet, in a painful twist, Barca couldn't even register him in time for the start of the season. It took an injury to Andreas Christensen and a special exemption from La Liga just to get Olmo onto the pitch temporarily. And even now, his status for the second half of the season hangs in the balance. So, what can Barcelona actually do in January? Let's break it down, move by move. Son, find a new home for Ansu Fati. Remember when Ansu Fati was hailed as the next Lionel Messi? It wasn't long ago that he was the golden boy of Barca. But injuries have taken a heavy toll. Fati has started just one game this season, and frankly, his future at the club looks bleak. Even his loan spell at Brighton last season didn't pan out. Barca and Fati's team must work together to secure him a move in January. The challenge? Finding a club willing to gamble on his fitness. But it has to happen for both the players' sake and Barca's. Torsi. Cash in on Frenkie de Jong if possible. Frenkie de Jong's situation is tricky. At 27, he's still an exceptional talent, but his form has dipped, and he's earning an eye-watering 23 million per year. Worse still, de Jong reportedly isn't eager to sign a new contract or leave Barcelona unless another club is willing to match his salary. Barca can't afford to keep paying that kind of money for a player who's struggling for form and game time. Flick is doing his best to reignite de Jong's performances, but if Barca can find a buyer even at a reduced price, they need to take the deal. 3. Reward Rafinha with a new deal. Let's flip the script and talk about one of the bright spots in Barca's squad, Rafinha. There was serious talk of selling him last summer, but now that seems unthinkable. The Brazilian has been in the form of his life, not just in terms of goals and assists, but also as a leader in the dressing room. He's become a role model, turning his career around spectacularly. While Pedri and Gavi are next in line for renewals, Barca should prioritise locking Rafinha down to a long-term deal. The last thing the club needs is to lose another star due to avoidable contract mismanagement. 4. Tie down Pedri Gavi. Speaking of Pedri and Gavi, these two are the future of Barcelona. Both players have proven they can run the midfield for the next decade. But their contracts are ticking down, with just 18 months remaining. It's essential that Barcelona extends their deals immediately. Other European giants are circling, hoping to exploit Barca's financial struggles. We've already seen legal disputes over player registration. Let's not repeat that mess with two of the most important young talents in world football. Reports suggest Lamine Yamal's extension to 2030 is already in motion, but Pedri and Gavi's futures need to be secured. 5. Target free agents like Jonathan Tah. With money tight, Barcelona's best chance of strengthening the squad lies in the free agency market. Players with expiring contracts, such as Jonathan Tah, Alphonso Davies, and Joshua Kimmich, are all on the radar. Barca reportedly met with Tah's representatives, and the interest is mutual. The challenge? Wages. Barca can't promise top-tier salaries, but the allure of Camp Nou and the project under Flick still holds weight. January is the time to lay the groundwork for summer deals that won't break the bank. 6. Sell Ferran Torres if the offer is right. Let's not forget Ferran Torres. The forward has shown glimpses of promise, but for 55 million, Barcelona simply haven't gotten the return they hoped for. Torres has been inconsistent and injury-prone, and while he's had a few standout moments, they're not enough to justify his hefty price tag. Aston Villa and Atletico Madrid are reportedly interested, and Barça should listen. Selling Varane would free up wages and bring in some much-needed cash. So there you have it, 6 key moves Barcelona should focus on this January. It's not about flashy signings, but about smart decisions that protect the club's future. From securing Pedri and Gavi to moving on from expensive players like De Jong and Torres, every decision will shape Barca's trajectory for the years to come. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay on top of all things Barca, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you the latest updates straight from Camp Nou. See you in the next one.